A regular Senate ritual interrupted today by 19 seconds of silence, quickly turning to concern for the health of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who appeared to freeze up as he began his weekly news conference.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
His fellow senators, including John Barrasso, a medical doctor from Wyoming,
Do you want to say anything else to the press?
eventually helping the 81-year-old McConnell away from the podium. Returning moments later, the Senate's top Republican shrugged off a reporter's question about the moment.
I'm fine.
You're fine, you're fully able to do your job.
Yeah.
McConnell, who in January became the longest-serving party leader in Senate history.
Right, so what I find really bizarre about this, it's tied to American politics specifically. If you actually watch the whole thing, you will notice that as he stops speaking and people realize that something is wrong, they take him to the side and someone else comes and continues the speech. And man, like, that is so fake, isn't it? But it's the correct way of doing PR. But it looks like so fake. It's such bullshit. Like, you get someone that's just like reading the script and pretending that everything is fine when you notice that it's not. Like, if you are with a group of your friends, a group of your colleagues, you know, like actual human beings in an environment, and someone is having like this issue, like someone is having a stroke, you would stop what you're doing and like everyone would focus on that. This is just like the American politics, and it's probably a little bit of the Western politics as well. Here in Eastern Europe, if a person in office would have a stroke, like literally they would just drop everything that is being done and they would handle that issue. They would say, look, can you please turn the cameras off? Like, we'll be right back or something like that. But no, like here it's like literally the show must go on. And this is why most people probably dislike politics, because they notice it's fake. Like, there is no heart or soul into it. It's like reading from a PR prompter, doing what is considered scientifically correct from a PR perspective. The second thing that a lot of people are bringing, and the left is vehemently against this on Twitter, is the age of the people running. I mean, even the MSLSD, the news publication here, pointed out, you know, he's the longest running senator. Like, he's not the only one. Like, you look at Nancy Pelosi, there's a picture with JFK. Like, she's got a picture with JFK. Like, the moment you have a picture that's black and white, not because you wanted to use some sexy filter, but because the technology for the colorful camera wasn't there. Like, I genuinely believe that you should not be working. You should actually be at home enjoying your golden years of retirement. But, you know, like this is the issue. The left is trying to make it sound like people who do not like the age of certain politicians, that they're ageist. Oh my god, ageist. As if you can be ageist considering that all of us are going to be old at some point, right? That is not a fucking issue. The issue is that you have an individual which is clearly clinging to power with his teeth. Like, surely they should be at home playing with their grandkids. Surely they should, you know, consider, like, enjoying life rather than just sitting there on the golden throne as long as possible. And Mitch isn't the only one, right? Like, you got Nancy Pelosi, you got Maxine Waters, you have Joe Biden, you have Donald Trump. Like, you got a lot of politicians in key positions of power that you would think they should retire by now. Again, this is not a jab at Trump or anything, because, like, it's not an outlier. It's not a jab at Biden either. It's just, like, you notice that there's, like, so many people at a certain age, and, you know, it shows, like, when we will get old, we will probably have similar issues, but, like, people pretend that it's fine. People pretend that everything is normal. Like, there was even a suggestion that because as you get older, you know, the chances of dementia appearing, the chances of delirium happens. And they made a suggestion that maybe politicians should be screened for these issues. I think it was the wife of Joe Biden that was vehemently against it, that it was like, oh my god, like that is outrageous. How can you suggest something like that? That is horrible. And talking point. Buzzword. Yeah. Also, I find it interesting that they're always saying, oh, like, he's fine. There's nothing wrong. I mean, the doctor of Fetterman also thinks that Fetterman is fine. By the way, I saw from the Babylon Bee, there was an article saying that Fetterman is upset that Mitch McConnell is stealing his shtick. I'm like, disrespectful, but like, if you laugh, you're a bad person, right? Here's the thing. When you notice that there's so much fake PR, and when you notice that like everything has to, the show must go on mentality, how can you trust the people anymore? Like you're presented with a reality in front of your camera, and the doctors say it's fine, everyone else says it's fine, but like you notice that it's not fine. So, you know, like, isn't this gaslighting? Like, shouldn't just start to wonder, like, okay, well, if everyone says it's fine, but what I'm seeing is that it's not fine, maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm the one that's insane. You know, maybe this is the new normal. It was like the thing with Fetterman, like his interview that he gave before the elections. My God, that was painful to watch. There's many gaffes with Joe Biden that you get to see. Even Nancy Pelosi, every now and then, she says something interesting, like, good morning, Sunday morning, if you guys remember that. You know, and you see all of these things. Like, if you had a grandmother and she behaved like that, you would be concerned. Admit it. You would be a little bit concerned, right? But when you see it from your political leaders doing the exact same thing, you shouldn't be concerned because everyone says it's fine. I mean, the doctor says it's fine. The people around them says it's fine. The party member says it's fine. It's you that's the problem. This is what really annoys me, right? Because it's like the gaslighting. Like, they're insinuating that I am the issue, that it's my senses, my eyes, my everything, right, is actually saying that I am the problem because the fact checkers have fact checked it and it's perfectly okay. It's acceptable. But yeah, so they must have some really amazing doctors in the United States. I gotta tell you this. I mean, probably they use some technology that they got from those UFOs that apparently crash landed, because to diagnose a person within a couple of seconds and to claim that the person is fine, I mean, that's some Star Trek level shit. That is medicine that goes way above what I learned in med school. See, from my poor knowledge, usually to diagnose a person and to call them that they're fine, you need to do some imagery scans, you need to check their blood works. This would take at least half a day. Maybe less if you're on priority, but it would definitely take a couple of hours, right? So to just notice that a person is displaying the signs of a stroke, and then to come in front of the cameras and tell to hundreds of millions of people that they're fine, again, like, I don't want to contradict the fact checkers, I don't want to contradict the science, but from my little knowledge, see, here in Eastern Europe, the medicine we have is a little bit backwards. It would take a couple of tests, right? You put him through the tunnel with the x-ray and shit like that. That's how... But no, apparently in America, they have different ways. They probably have like the hologram from Star Trek Voyager, and they're going like, beep, 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 beep. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, I mean, that's the official communication from the government. He's fine. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.